Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to see the Wi-Fi shield with Arduino Uno. In previous lecture, we have seen wide internet shield, nothing but the Ethernet shield. Here we are seeing the wireless shield, nothing but Wi-Fi shield for Arduino Uno. Yes, you can see this wireless shield, right? And for our projects also, we are going to make use of this XP Pro actually. There are also different latest wireless Wi-Fi shields available in the market. But I am going to work with this XB Pro actually. So, as I told, it is the wireless connection. And for this, you need not be near Wi-Fi router, but based on your router up to how much distance it can come. Based on the distance, you can operate this one. That's the most advantage comparing to Ethernet one. Whereas in Ethernet, we must and should require cable, but here there is no use of that Ethernet cable at all. That's the reason you can see here only the pins are present, which should be aligned on Arduino. There is no extra ports like USB port and all, or Ethernet port and all. Here, since it is also a shield, all the pins should be aligned. Yes, these are the connections. Actually, they have also used the ESP8266 actually. That is one of the Wi-Fi shield. For Node MCU, the shield we are going to use is ESP8266 only. Now, for purpose, because it is also the wireless connectivity. The name itself, when you know the wireless connectivity, how you are going to connect, for example, how you connect Wi-Fi to your phone by accessing the Wi-Fi SSID and password, right? SSID is nothing but name. You will search for name actually. For suppose Balu is Wi-Fi name, password is some Kurukshetra warriors and all. By making use of that, if the details are correct, then only it is going to connect. Otherwise, it is not going to connect. The same way we are using this Wi-Fi shield in this case. Yes. Software requirements are same, only Arduino IDE. Coming to the hardware, we require this Ethernet, sorry, this Wi-Fi shield. Here, this is actually not XB Pro. Here in diagram, it is some other shield. But Wi-Fi shield is okay, but it should match to your Arduino, remember that one. All the pins should align as we have discussed in the Ethernet shield also. Yes. Coming to the part of external libraries, here we require two extra libraries. One is SPI.h header file and one more is Wi-Fi.h header file. Yes, you can see as include SPI.h, Wi-Fi.h. Actually, SPI.h library will be by default available in Arduino IDE whenever you install. Coming to Wi-Fi.h, you can install it in the Arduino IDE package manager itself. Or if you are not going to install directly or you want to use a zip file, then you need to download from GitHub, which we will see while working with the hardware components. Yes. Coming to the global declaration, wait a second. First, let me show you the setup and loop functions, then we'll come step by step. Yes, before setup and loop, actually what the code runs is the global declaration, as you have learnt in all the programming languages. Here, char SSID I have mentioned, nothing but Wi-Fi SSID. You will have the name for Wi-Fi, right? SSID means don't think some other IDs will be and all. It is nothing but your Wi-Fi name actually, if we talk in our simple language. Coming to password, yeah, these are arrays, remember that one. Coming to password is our Wi-Fi password. And I am giving key index equals to 0 and status equal to WL underscore IDLE underscore status and Wi-Fi client nothing but instead of using this complete name I am going to use alias name as this small letters nothing but lowercase client. If you want you can give your name or my name or anything also, but remember that one when you are using like this it is the alias name actually. Yes. Now coming to the coding part. Once the global declaration is over, our program starts with word setup, then void loop. Here, if you see in void loop, any code is not present because here I just want to show the connection, not any working of some sensor or sending data to cloud and all. Those all we will discuss in the upcoming sessions anyhow. Yes, coming to setup, I am beginning my serial monitor with 9600 as baud value. Connect to internet is one of my user defined function. Yes, yes, here the function is, and from here in this function again I am going to use the another function print connection information. That's the reason this function is. Yeah, here we are printing more details, and the drawback of this Wi-Fi shield is that here you need to use in format of hexadecimal. Since it is hexadecimal, you need to give these many things to get the correct value to be printed in the serial monitor. Yes, now coming to this connect to internet function, what actually is happening here? If you see, I have given SSID and password, and for status I have given ideal actually. Now coming to here, void connect to internet. Yes, remember that one, while working with this project or Ethernet project, Wi-Fi must be on. Otherwise, once you given complete connection and you are thinking that there is no output, it is a silly reason actually. See that your Wi-Fi is working properly. Yes. Now coming to connection, void connect to internet is my user defined function. Here status I'll read actually Wi-Fi dot status. Here you can see Wi-Fi client, right? So here Wi-Fi dot, yeah, Wi-Fi dot h header file is there, right? From there we can use this status actually. Checks for presence of the shield actually. So if status equal to equals to no shield, nothing but error. Nothing but the shield is not connected with internet. That's the meaning here. WL underscore no shield. There you have seen one function WL underscore ideal status. Nothing but there is no status. Now we are trying to read whether the status is existing or not. If there is no shield, nothing but there is no status, you are printing as error. Wi-Fi shield not present, so perform nothing. This is the comment part. So now coming to yes, while true you have kept semicolon means see if if it is true then perform nothing. Keep on waiting here. That's it means here this if conditional statement ends. Now coming to here when status not equals to connected, nothing but status is not connected, then what you are printing? Attempting connection, nothing but you are working still, attempt to connect. So you will print the SSID. Here SSID you are printing. SSID is nothing but name actually. Nothing but you are saying I am trying to connect to this Balu network like that you are saying that's it means. Yes, now coming to status, you are going to begin our Wi-Fi network. Wi-Fi dot begin off. You are passing your SSID and password. Yes, once this process is done and once it is connected, we will come out of for loop. If we are coming out of a loop, what does it mean? The connection is established. That's the reason I am saying one time that connection is successful. This info always you need not keep. You can ignore because it is a print statement within the double quotes, so nothing will happen. And here again you are making some function call to print the information. Now you came to this function. Same how we have discussed in Ethernet case, here also we are discussing. Serial dot print information, yeah, SSID here with respect to what we are doing with respect to Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi dot SSID for printing router's SSID we are performing it. And MAC address, it is the size of 6 actually. So Wi-Fi dot BSSID, nothing but this byte array name it is actually. Wi-Fi.bssid, you are passing that array. Now coming to here, you are going to print one by one. BSSID you are printing, and it is presented the which index at index 5. Yes, size is 6. Nothing but indexing will be 0 to 5. So you are printing one by one actually. It means that what are the terms which are present in them, how to know them is, here you can see BSSID, one stands for signal strength, one for encryption type. Those names actually we are not printing. Those are available here actually. Yes, here there is a continuation part also. Yes. Here you can see BSSID of 5. You keep on printing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Those in form of, since those are belongs to hexadecimal, here you are mentioning it as hex. Coming to next part, printer received signal strength. Now you are printing one by one. For our RSSI, you are going to use the keyword as, sorry, the data type as long. You are going to print the RSSI. How you are getting this small RSSI and all? From here you are getting, from BSSID array you are going to get all of them from MAC address. Now you are printing encryption type. Yeah, actually those are all are available in the Wi-Fi package. Now Wi-Fi dot encryption type. So now you are going to print encryption in form of hexadecimal. Similarly, one by one you will be printing. Here you can see BSSID, right? With colons I have separated. Those all BSSID values are going to be printed here. Again, for printing these four things, we are making the functions from the package of Wi-Fi.h header file. Similarly, now for IP address, Wi-Fi.local IP. IP address, IP equals to Wi-Fi.local IP. Similarly, we are going to use all the things. For MAC address, again, it is in form of array, byte MAC of 6. Wi-Fi.MAC address of, you are passing that array. Once you pass the array, since it is size 6, what does it mean? From 0 to 5 will be indexing. One by one you will print the value. Since it is hexadecimal, you are passing HEX. And one by one you will print the MAC values. So once this function is done, you will return back here. You will print this hyphen lines. Then again now you will go to, yes, void setup is done. Now you will go to void loop. Since there is nothing, our Arduino code is completed now, and output will be in this format. This attending connection, one thing is Wi-Fi name, one more is a password. This is the SSID actually, connection successful SSID, and one more is password. For BSSID, we are going to use the byte array of size 6. Again, for signal strength, encryption type and IP address, we are going to use the functions that are present in Wi-Fi.h header file. For MAC also, we are using the same thing. For MAC again, since it is in terms of array of size 6 of byte type, again we are going to perform the same actually how we have performed for BSSID. You can see 6 values are present, right? Nothing but indexing from 0 to 5. This is the complete internet shield with Arduino Uno. Yes, with this the connections are over, and in the next lecture we are going to see how to connect this Ethernet shield with Arduino Uno, and in that after lecture we are going to see Wi-Fi shield with Arduino Uno by making use of the hardware components. Hope you all understood, and follow the PPT which is available in the video description clearly. Anyhow, I will explain with the hardware components, not an issue. Hope you all understood this lecture, and if you are facing any doubts, drop in the comment section. Thank you.